Fellow Sierra Leoneans, it is with a deep sense of humility that I deliver to you this 2025 New Year's message against the backdrop of an enormously complex array of economic, social, and political factors that we have got to come to grips with in our march from a devastating civil conflict to full recovery, sustainable progress, and shared prosperity. Our economy is in dire straits with stagnating growth, heightened macroeconomic vulnerabilities, institutional collapses, fiscal stress, and increasingly acute poverty. I see and I do feel the struggles you endure every day, the rising cost of living, relentless tax increases burdening even our small and medium-sized businesses, the jobs that remain out of reach for many, and the difficult choices families must make just to survive. Our democracy, justice, and political systems have been in the region, and our dream for freedom, for equal opportunity, and for human dignity has been put at the back burner. This notwithstanding, it is my firm conviction that this year, 2025, will be a watershed. It will be a turning point in shaping our nation's destiny in fulfillment of our desired hope and dream for a free, open, and tolerant society, and that the precepts of democracy, the rule of law, good governance, patriotism, and brotherhood will triumph once again over tyranny, political aggression, overuse of power, human rights violations, and political intolerance. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, permit me to make a fervent appeal to all of us to have a deep faith in the learning curve. The deeply flawed multi-tier elections of 24th June 2023 are a defining moment for our nation. Announced results of an election that failed to reflect the will of the people and the lack of disaggregated data by polling station did set the trail for my clarion call for electoral justice, based on the twin maxims of fairness and impartiality. The conduct of the multi-tier elections of 24 June 2023, before, during, and after, was without doubt likened to a state coup of no mean proportions. It did not only undermine Sierra Leone's hard-won democracy, it unprecedentedly denied the people of Sierra Leone their rights to free, fair, and credible choice of their preferred political leaders. We peacefully went through two democratic transfers of power, 2007 and 2018, following opposition election victories since the end of the Civil War in 2002. Regrettably, the manipulation of the 2023 election rudely punctuated and closed this democratic window. In the circumstances, we have looked up to our moral guarantors and international partners to support our call for electoral justice. The findings and the 84 recommendations of the Tripartite Committee deliberately exclude the unresolved issue of an announcement of election results without proof, thereby condoning a very dangerous precedent. To date, the Electoral Commissioner, Mr. Mohamed Kone, has refused to produce disaggregated election results data by polling station. Worse still, I find it unbelievable and totally unholy for political elites and leadership of our time to continue to be in sinful denial of an electoral wrongdoing that is as clear as the rising sun. The facts are uncontestable. The Agreement for National Unity, in its preambles, clearly states the diverging positions of the APC and the SLPP government, as well as the demand by the APC for ECSL accountability. We must all accept the fact that implementation of the recommended electoral reforms, even though necessary, will not sufficiently resolve the heightened political and social tensions stemming from the significantly rigged 2023 election. We cannot continue to deny or pretend not to know that an unprecedented event has occurred that has fundamentally killed the integrity of democracy and the soul of our beloved nation. I keep wondering, therefore, why any meaningful Sierra Leonean at home and abroad would doubt the credence of pursuing electoral justice. Indeed, those who do so do not fully appreciate the damaging effects of electoral injustice on public trust and confidence. Any political leadership that overlooks electoral fraud of this magnitude and holds on to power does not only suffocate the lives of its people, it is also holding back democracy, as well as the prospects for national peace, unity, and prosperity. Furthermore, a political leadership that survives only on electoral fraud for power is highly vulnerable, fragile, and unsustainable. It is most vulnerable to vulture politics and mostly reliant on opportunistic politicians, opposition poaching, and deceitful power brokers. Such leadership can only feed on unproductive state capture and self-centered policy intrusion. It also thrives on high dependence to political practices that are not on the right side of the voice, power, and well-being of the people. Today, we have reached such a low point within the major pillars of successful nation building as a post-conflict reconstruction country that all we need now is to fully embrace the intersection of remorsefulness, faith, justice, and integrity. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, let us believe in and advise ourselves that whatever changes we are going through and whatever humiliation, intimidation, suppression, and depression we are forced into, we must not lose our spirit, faith, and hope. We must remain steadfast and use the power of our collective determination and action to tirelessly pursue electoral justice, together with economic justice, social justice, and political integrity. To our moral guarantors and all international development partners, both bilateral and multilateral, I speak on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone to urge you for a deeper and more visible sense of judgment and appreciation of their cry for justice. We express our deepest gratitude to you all. Your unwavering commitment to the democratic principles we are defending in the name of electoral justice demonstrates the strength of our partnership. Together, we shall untangle the web of political deceit and denial and restore faith, justice, and integrity in the democratic process in Sierra Leone. Our resolve is under test, and history will judge us by our actions. To the APC party, let me take this opportunity to appeal to all members of the National Advisory Committee, national executive officers, national party organs, and the general membership and sympathizers of the party to work in unison and decisiveness to actualize the party's winning that was stolen by the ECSL in June 2023. This is consistent with the constitutional mandates of our party. This is the moment for reflection to enable us to take stock of the frustrations and lamentable sufferings our people are going through in the everyday levels of human existence. As a country, we are in an existential battle. Let us also remember, when we are not sure what our priorities are, we are easily influenced by or forced into the priorities of others, in which case we run the risk of becoming a part of everybody's agenda and hence travel to destination we do not want to arrive at. Therefore, the clearer we are about what matters to us now, the easier it will be to get there. This is my passionate plea to the executive and to the grassroots of our mighty APC and to all Sierra Leoneans. The fight for electoral justice is not just about one election. It is about protecting the soul of our democracy for generations to come. It is about ensuring that every Sierra Leonean, no matter their background or circumstances, has a voice that matters. As we reflect on this new beginning, I also take a moment to honor the memory of a towering figure who passed recently, former United States President Jimmy Carter. President Carter was a global statesman, a humanitarian, and a tireless advocate for peace, democracy, and human dignity. His life was a testament to the selfless service and unwavering moral leadership, inspiring millions across the world, including here in Sierra Leone. Through the Carter Center, President Carter championed democracy, transparency, and justice, values that resonate deeply with our struggles and aspirations. His legacy lives on in our commitment to uphold these principles in Sierra Leone. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. In conclusion, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, let us enter this new year with renewed hope and unshakable belief in the power of faith, justice, and integrity. Together, we can overcome the ongoing challenges facing the nation. Let the flames of these three great lights of life guide our path. And may the principles of democracy and fairness, in particular, be the bedrock which our nation stands on. Happy New Year, Sierra Leone. May the dawn of a new year bring us the justice, the peace, and the unity we so rightly deserve. Thank you, and God bless Sierra Leone.